Okay, see this flow chart, how water is taken from the river, then from this main pipeline it is taken to the treatment units, then you through this pipeline it is again taken to the storage reservoir, and from this storage reservoir using the pumps it is distributed among the households. So let's learn about it, how it works. So in the river, as we know, rivers are always, not always, mostly rivers are dirty. So what we can see, like lots of layers, suspended particles, lots of floating matters and dirt. So from the river, using the motors, we used to take the water in this intake room where we used to store the required amount. Then from that intake room through the main pipeline it is taken to this treatment units. Here in these treatment units we have 4 sections, as you can see, 1, 2, 3 and 4. We will later learn about the design process. Now let's know what does this 4 unit used to do. So the first unit is primary sedimentation tank. In this tank, all the suspended particles are removed that we can see through our eyes. So in the next part of treatment unit, it is a secondary sedimentation tank where all the dissolved solids are removed. Means all the particles that we can't see through our naked eyes, that are removed. Then after that, in the third section, that is the filtration chamber, in this process it is done through 2 processes, either by using rapid sand filter or slow sand filter, depending on the requirement. If the requirement are used, then we will go for this rapid sand filter, or if it is not more, then we will go for slow sand filter, and also depending upon the cost. So after that, in the 4th stage, it is called the disinfection process. Some pathogens are important for our health, but in this disinfection part, all the disease all the pathogens that are causing diseases, that are removed. After these 4 processes completed, then the water is again further treated for softening. So either it can be done by using ion exchange process or zeolite process. So after that, after completing this treatment, then through the pipeline, it is taken to the storage reservoir, from where we can distribute the water. So from the storage reservoir, using the pumps, mostly gravity pumps are used in India. So using gravity pumps from the storage reservoir, water is distributed in the household like this. Okay, so we have to know that for how much amount of water these treatment plants are designed. So the main pipeline, that is designed for MDD, that is 1.8 Q, that is maximum daily demand. So here all the 4 parts are not same. Part 1, 2 and 4 are designed for MDD, that is maximum daily demand, but part 3 is designed for twice of Q, that is twice of average daily demand of water. So again this pipeline is designed for MDD, that is maximum daily demand, that is equal to 1.8 Q, that is 1.8 of average daily demand. Then storage reservoir is also designed for MDD. Then these pumps are designed for 2Q, that is twice of average daily demand. So it sometimes it might be asked, so remember these points. Okay, then we will know how to calculate this distribution, means the how much amount of water is required. So to calculate this distribution, we have to see the maximum of these two values. We need to calculate this both MDD, that is maximum daily demand plus fire demand, and the MHD, that is maximum hourly demand, and we will take that value which is the maximum of these two. So their questions will be given to you to calculate distribution, the amount of water that is required. So first we need to calculate both these values, then we will use the value that is the maximum. So, and always remember, that is maximum daily demand plus fire demand is also known as coincidental draft. It might be asked sometime that what is coincidental draft. So always remember that coincidental draft is MDD plus fire demand. So, and coming to know about that, for what time period generally a treatment plan is designed. So basically a dam is designed for 50 years, and a treatment plan is mostly designed for like 30 years. So because it will be highly uneconomical if we design for more than a time period of 50 years, because we don't know what will happen after 50 years. Will the population increase of that, means for that area, or people will move out to other cities, or it is not possible, means it will be not economical to use the revenue generated at present time for future use. So maximum for a maximum period of 30 years a treatment plant is designed. So these are the basic points. Now we will solve one numerical in the next video, calculating the amount of water that is required for distribution.